In recent years, Hollywood has lost several talented black actors, individuals who not only left a lasting mark on screen, but also helped shift the conversation around culture, identity, and representation in entertainment. They were icons, sources of inspiration, and powerful voices in film history. Today, we honor their legacy and remember that their impact deserves to be celebrated. If you're interested in meaningful stories about the lives and journeys of black artists, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss what's coming next. Nichelle Nichols, a trailblazer on screen and a lasting legacy of a legend. Nichelle Nichols, the legendary actress and civil rights advocate, passed away on July 30th, 2022, at the age of 89. As one of the most iconic figures in American television, she was best known for her groundbreaking role as Lieutenant Nyota Uhura in the original Star Trek series. Nichols captivated audiences not only with her powerful performances, but also with her role in breaking racial barriers in Hollywood. Born on December 28, 1932, in Robbins, Illinois, she grew up with a passion for the arts and pursued a career in singing and dancing before stepping into the world of acting. However, it was her portrayal of Uhura that made her a cultural icon, inspiring generations of African Americans and women worldwide. In the 1960s, opportunities for black actors in Hollywood were limited, and Nichols shattered stereotypes by becoming a key member of the USS Enterprise crew in Star Trek. Uhura was not just a background character, but a highly competent and respected officer, representing a future where people of all races worked together as equals. One of her most groundbreaking moments was her on-screen kiss with William Shatner's Captain Kirk, one of the first interracial kisses on American television. At one point, Nichols considered leaving Star Trek to pursue a theater career, but civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. convinced her to stay, emphasizing the profound impact her role had on changing the perception of African Americans in the media. Beyond Star Trek, Nichols continued to make a difference by working with NASA to encourage women and minorities to pursue careers in space exploration. Thanks to her efforts, NASA recruited its first African American astronauts, including Dr. Mae Jemison, who later became the first black woman in space. In addition to her advocacy, Nichols lent her voice to animated films, participated in various sci-fi projects, and became a beloved speaker at conventions and public events. No matter the field, she was a pioneer who constantly pushed boundaries and paved the way for future generations. The passing of Nichelle Nichols is a tremendous loss, not only for Star Trek fans, but for the entire entertainment industry and civil rights movement. She was more than an actress. She was a trailblazer, a changemaker, and a woman who dared to dream big, inspiring millions along the way. What are your favorite memories of Nichelle Nichols? How do you think her legacy will continue to shape the future? Let's honor and celebrate a legend who will never be forgotten. Diahann Carroll. The journey of a trailblazing icon and her enduring legacy in entertainment. Diahann Carroll, one of Hollywood's most groundbreaking artists, passed away on October 4th, 2019, at the age of 84. With a career spanning over 6 decades, she not only left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, but also paved the way for future generations of black performers. Born on July 17, 1935, in the Bronx, New York, Carroll grew up with a deep passion for the arts, pursuing a career in singing and acting at an early age. She possessed a mesmerizing voice and a refined acting style that captivated audiences across Broadway, television, and film. However, it was not just her immense talent that made her a legend. It was her resilience, courage, and determination to break racial barriers that truly defined her legacy. In 1968, Carroll made history as the first African-American woman to star in a network television series, without being cast in a stereotypical role. Her performance as Julia Baker in Julia earned her a Golden Globe Award and an Emmy nomination, making her one of the first Black women to receive such prestigious recognition. Julia was portrayed as a strong, independent, and intelligent nurse, a character far removed from the subservient or one-dimensional roles often assigned to Black actors at the time. Julia revolutionized American television by proving that audiences were ready to embrace complex, well-developed Black characters, challenging the long-standing racial norms of Hollywood. Although Julia was a defining moment in her career, Carol did not stop there. She continued to showcase her exceptional talent through numerous film and television roles, most notably as Dominique Devereaux on Dynasty in the 1980s. As the first Black character to appear in a primetime soap opera about the elite, Carol's Dominique was fierce, sophisticated, and unapologetically powerful. Her portrayal shattered industry expectations, proving that Black actors could command roles as wealthy, influential figures rather than being relegated to supporting or struggling characters. Off-screen, Carol was also a dedicated activist, using her platform to raise awareness for breast cancer, a disease she battled for many years. Diahann Carroll's passing is a profound loss, but her contributions to entertainment and culture will live on forever. She transformed Hollywood, championed diversity, and inspired generations with her groundbreaking work. Her roles were more than just performances. They were statements of empowerment and change. What are your most memorable moments of Diahann Carroll's career? How do you think her impact continues to shape the entertainment industry today? Let's honor and celebrate a legend whose influence will never fade. Shocking loss of Erica. Ashe, a rising star silenced too soon. Erica Ashe, actress, comedian, and multi-talented performer, captivated audiences with her standout roles in Survivor's Remorse, Real Husbands of Hollywood, and Mad TV. Her unexpected passing has left a deep sense of grief among fans and the entertainment world alike. Her death came as a shock, especially as she was still rising in her career. With her sharp comedic timing, emotional depth, and effortless versatility, Erica proved that true artistry goes far beyond appearance. It's about heart, intellect, and relentless dedication. Erica wasn't just a performer. She was a strong, fearless woman who broke the mold. Before pursuing acting, she studied medicine, a path she left behind to follow her creative calling. Throughout her career, she redefined what it meant to be a modern Black woman on screen. Funny, bold, intelligent, and unafraid to challenge Hollywood's stereotypes. She may not have been a household name to all, but those who watched her work remember her for her authenticity, her fire, and her unwavering energy. Her passing came far too soon, just as she was actively involved in new artistic projects and continuing to earn the admiration of fans. Erica wasn't only known for her talent, she also used her voice to advocate for representation and empowerment, especially for Black women in media. Every character she brought to life carried meaning and spoke to real societal issues. Losing Erica Ashe isn't just a personal heartbreak for her loved ones, it's a major loss for modern Black artistry and storytelling. Erica's untimely departure leaves us with a powerful question. Are we truly honoring the quiet forces in entertainment? The ones who work tirelessly without the spotlight? And is Hollywood doing enough to uplift voices like hers? We want to hear from you. Which Erica Ashe role left the strongest impression on you? And what do you think is her most lasting legacy in the world of entertainment? Farewell, Roger E. Mosley. A Black screen legend and his lasting legacy. Roger E. Mosley, the veteran actor best known for his iconic role as Theodore T.C. Calvin in the classic television series Magnum, P.I., has passed away, leaving behind a deep sense of loss among fans and the entertainment industry. Over the course of his decades-long career, Mosley won audiences over with his calm strength, commanding presence, and the integrity he brought to every role. He wasn't just an actor, he was a refined, principled black man on screen, offering a rare and powerful image at a time when such portrayals were few and far between on American television. Beyond acting, Roger E. Mosley was also a director, mentor, and passionate community advocate. He turned down roles that didn't align with his values and stood firm in how he wanted his characters to be portrayed. On Magnum P.I., he insisted that TC would not smoke, drink, or fall into negative stereotypes. A bold move that helped shape a strong, respectable black male character admired by generations. Through his work, Mosley didn't just entertain, he sent a message about decency, purpose, and hope. Roger's passing is a profound loss, not just because of the memorable characters he brought to life, but because of the inspiration he gave to future generations of black performers. Known for his humility and refusal to chase fame, Mosley once said he never aimed to be a star, only to do what was right. That quiet strength made him all the more admirable. He showed us that success doesn't have to come at the cost of your principles, a lesson that still resonates in today's fame-driven Hollywood. Roger E. Mosley wasn't just an actor, he was a symbol, a quiet trailblazer who helped pave the way for others to be seen and respected in the entertainment industry. As we reflect on his life and legacy, we ask, have we truly appreciated artists like Roger, those who may not be loud but leave a deep impact? And what about you? Which Roger E. Mosley role stands out the most to you? What do you believe is his greatest legacy? Share your thoughts below. Let's remember and celebrate this powerful, silent force of Hollywood together. Clarence Gilliard, a legacy of strength, grace, and unforgettable performances. Clarence Gilliard, the beloved actor and professor, passed away on November 28, 2022, at the age of 66. His career spanned decades, leaving an indelible mark on television, film, and the theater world. Born on December 24, 1955, in Moses Lake, Washington, Gilliard's journey into acting was one of passion and perseverance. After studying at California State University, Long Beach, and later at California State University, Dominguez Hills, he found his true calling in entertainment, eventually earning roles that would make him a household name. Gilliard is best remembered for his portrayal of the loyal and resourceful James "Jimmy" Trivette in the long-running action series Walker, Texas Ranger, 1993 to 2001, where he starred alongside Chuck Norris. His dynamic performance as Trivette, the tech-savvy and quick-witted partner of Cordell Walker, cemented his place in pop culture. Prior to that, he gained widespread recognition as private investigator Conrad McMasters in Matlock, 1989 to 1993, where he showcased his charm and intelligence alongside Andy Griffith. But perhaps his most iconic film role came earlier, in Die Hard, 1988, where he played Theo, the scene-stealing, wisecracking hacker who assisted the villains in one of the most celebrated action films of all time. Beyond acting, Gilliard dedicated much of his later life to education, inspiring future generations as a professor at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. His love for the craft extended beyond the screen, and he found immense fulfillment in mentoring young performers, sharing his wisdom and passion. Those who knew him personally often spoke of his kindness, generosity, and deep sense of faith. His impact on both the entertainment industry and academia will be felt for years to come. Clarence Gilliard's passing is a profound loss, but his legacy lives on in the characters he portrayed and the lives he touched. Whether through his thrilling on-screen performances or his dedication to shaping young minds, he leaves behind an enduring influence. What are your favorite memories of Clarence Gilliard? Which of his roles resonated with you the most? Let's celebrate his life and the remarkable contributions he made. John Amos, the journey of a screen icon and a farewell that leaves a lasting legacy. John Amos, one of the most distinguished actors in American television and film, passed away on August 21, 2024, at the age of 84. With a career spanning over 5 decades, he left an indelible mark not only through his exceptional performances, but also through his contributions to the positive representation of African Americans on screen. Born on December 27, 1939, in Newark, New Jersey, Amos didn't start out in the entertainment industry. He attended Colorado State University with the intention of pursuing a career in sociology, while also excelling as a professional football player. However, fate had other plans, leading him toward acting, where he discovered his true passion and built a legacy that will be remembered for generations. Amos became a household name through his role as James Evans Sr. on the 1970s sitcom Good Times. His character wasn't just a dedicated father, but also a symbol of strength, resilience, and deep love for his family. At a time when Hollywood often portrayed African Americans in a negative light, Amos fought to ensure his character was multidimensional, realistic, and representative of hard-working black families. Despite leaving Good Times after 3 seasons due to creative differences, his portrayal of James Evans Sr. remains one of the most iconic father figures in television history. He also made a profound impact with his role as the older Kunta Kinte in the groundbreaking miniseries Roots, 1977, which brought the brutal realities of slavery to American audiences like never before. The series earned him an Emmy nomination and solidified his place in television history. Beyond television, Amos showcased his versatility in numerous films. He delivered memorable performances in Coming to America, 1988, portraying Cleo McDowell, the ambitious fast food restaurant owner, and Die Hard 2, 1990, where he played the cunning and ruthless Colonel Grant. His ability to adapt to various roles, whether comedic, dramatic, or villainous, made him a beloved and respected figure in the entertainment industry. No matter the role, Amos brought an undeniable presence to the screen, captivating audiences with his charisma and authenticity. In addition to acting, he was also a writer, producer, and an advocate for expanding opportunities for black artists in Hollywood. John Amos's passing is a significant loss, leaving behind a legacy that will continue to inspire future generations. He was more than just a talented actor. He was a trailblazer, a storyteller, and a man who stood up for what he believed in. His performances will live on, reminding us of his talent, dedication, and unwavering commitment to his craft. What are your favorite memories of John Amos? Which of his roles resonated with you the most? Let's come together to honor and celebrate a man who forever changed television and film. Sidney Poitier. Farewell to Hollywood's first black icon and a timeless legend. The passing of Sidney Poitier marks an immeasurable loss for the world of cinema. He wasn't just the first black man to win an Academy Award for Best Actor, he was a trailblazer who paved the way for generations of artists to follow, during a time when black representation in Hollywood was nearly non-existent. With his steady gaze, commanding voice, and dignified presence, Sidney didn't just act. He inspired, he challenged, and he changed culture. His life and career stood as a symbol of grace, perseverance, and the fight for recognition and respect as a human being. In films like Lilies of the Field, In the Heat of the Night, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, and To Sir, with Love, Sidney Poitier didn't just showcase brilliant acting. He embodied intelligence, moral strength, and an unwavering spirit. He never settled for roles that were easy or stereotypical. Instead, he chose characters with depth and dignity, characters that told the story of Black pain, hope, and humanity. He wasn't just a movie star, he was a beacon of truth and compassion on screen, giving voice to those who were too often silenced. Beyond acting, Sidney Poitier was also a diplomat, a writer, and a powerful cultural figure whose influence stretched far into the civil rights movement. He proved that art can be a tool for social change, and that a man with integrity and vision can shift the narrative of an entire industry. When he passed, the world didn't just lose a brilliant actor. We lost a piece of living history, a witness and participant in one of the most important human rights movements of our time. Sidney Poitier leaves behind a legacy that goes far beyond the silver screen. It lives in the hearts of millions around the world. His death invites us to ask, do we still create artists with the kind of impact he had today? And for you, which of Sidney Poitier's films moved you the most? What do you believe is the most powerful message he left behind? Share your thoughts below as we come together to honor a man who opened doors not with noise, but with relentless integrity and quiet brilliance. Goodbye, Denise Dowse, a quiet force in Hollywood, who spoke volumes through her roles. The passing of Denise Dowse came as a heartfelt loss to many who admired her subtle yet powerful presence on screen. Known for her unforgettable roles in Beverly Hills, 90210, Insecure, and The Guardian, Denise wasn't the kind of actress who demanded attention. She earned it through grace, consistency, and pure talent. With every performance, she brought depth and authenticity to her characters, often playing strong, grounded women who held things together in a world full of chaos. Her calm yet commanding energy left a quiet but lasting impression on anyone who watched her work. Denise Dowse's career spanned decades, and while she may not have always been in the spotlight, she became a staple in countless beloved television shows and films. Whether she was playing a school principal, a judge, or a wise mentor, she brought an unmatched sense of dignity and realism to her roles. Her characters often stood as the moral compass or emotional anchor, roles that require nuance and heart, which she delivered effortlessly. Denise didn't need to shout to be heard. Her performances spoke for themselves, and they spoke volumes. Off-screen, Denise was also a respected director and a passionate advocate for the arts. She dedicated time to mentoring young performers and remained deeply involved in theater throughout her life. Her love for storytelling went beyond the camera. It was rooted in a desire to uplift, educate, and represent. Those who worked with her often described her as nurturing, wise, and deeply committed to her craft. With her passing, the industry has lost a steady light, one that didn't flicker for fame, but glowed consistently with purpose and integrity. As we reflect on the legacy of Denise Dowse, we're reminded of the beauty of quiet strength and the impact of roles that feel real and grounded. Her work touched lives, not with grand gestures, but with subtle truths and emotional honesty. And now, we want to hear from you. Which role of Denise Dowse touched you the most? What do you think was her greatest contribution to Hollywood and Black representation on screen? Share your thoughts and memories below as we celebrate the life of a woman who didn't just act. She elevated every story she was part of. Carl Weathers, a legendary actor, a fearless fighter, and a lasting legacy. Carl Weathers, the legendary actor best known for portraying Apollo Creed in the Rocky film series, passed away peacefully at his home in Los Angeles on February 1, 2024, at the age of 76. His passing marks the end of an era for Hollywood, leaving behind a legacy of unforgettable performances, inspiring roles, and an enduring impact on generations of actors and fans alike. Weathers was more than just a film star. He embodied resilience, talent, and an unshakable passion for his craft. Over the course of his decades-long career, he captivated audiences with his commanding presence and charisma, making every character he played a timeless icon. While his loss is deeply felt throughout the entertainment industry, his legacy will live on through his work, his influence, and the countless lives he touched. Born on January 14, 1948, in New Orleans, Louisiana, Carl Weathers had an unconventional path to stardom. Before becoming an actor, he pursued a career in professional football, playing for the Oakland Raiders in the NFL, and later for the BC Lions in the CFL. However, his true calling lay in the arts, and his decision to transition to acting would forever change the course of his life. In 1976, he landed the role of a lifetime as Apollo Creed in Rocky, a performance that would cement his place in cinematic history. More than just an opponent to Sylvester Stallone's Rocky Balboa, Creed was a charismatic, confident, and complex character who evolved into both a mentor and friend in the sequels that followed. Weathers' portrayal of the iconic boxer remains one of the most memorable in sports film history, demonstrating both his physical prowess and his ability to bring depth and humanity to his characters. Beyond Rocky, Carl Weathers proved time and again that he was a versatile and compelling performer. He starred as Colonel Al Dillon in the 1987 action classic Predator, holding his own alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger in one of the most beloved sci-fi thrillers of its era. He also showcased his comedic talents in Happy Gilmore, 1996, where his role as Chubbs Peterson became a fan favorite. More recently, Weathers earned widespread praise for his portrayal of Greef Karga in The Mandalorian, a role that introduced him to a new generation of fans and solidified his lasting presence in Hollywood. His involvement in The Mandalorian wasn't just as an actor. He also directed episodes of the hit Disney Plus series, proving his skill and insight extended beyond the screen. The passing of Carl Weathers is a tremendous loss for Hollywood and for all who admired his work. However, his legacy remains unshaken. His performances, his influence, and his dedication to his craft will continue to inspire future actors and filmmakers for years to come. He was a trailblazer, a fighter, and a legend who broke barriers and proved that talent, determination, and passion can create a lasting impact. As we reflect on his extraordinary career, we must ask ourselves, what are your favorite memories of Carl Weathers? Which of his roles resonated with you the most? And how do you think his contributions to film and television will continue to shape the industry? Share your thoughts and celebrate the life of a truly remarkable entertainer. Christoph Street. John, the tragic loss of one of daytime TV's most beloved stars. Christoph St. John, the handsome and talented actor best known for his role as Neil Winters on the long-running soap opera The Young and the Restless, passed away unexpectedly, leaving behind a wave of grief among his loyal fans and the television community. For over 2 decades, he wasn't just a familiar face on daytime TV, he was a symbol of consistency, excellence, and representation in an industry that often lacked diversity. His death in 2019 not only ended a remarkable career, but also opened up conversations about mental health, grief, and the loneliness that can linger behind even the brightest spotlight. Throughout his career, Christoph captured hearts with his deeply emotional and authentic performances. His portrayal of Neil Winters wasn't just a role, it was a cultural touchstone, especially for Black audiences who rarely saw themselves reflected in mainstream soap operas. Christoph brought warmth, depth, and dignity to every scene, earning critical acclaim and the unwavering love of fans across generations. He proved that talent, resilience, and character could break barriers and reshape narratives in a genre that often overlooked stories like his. Behind the charming smile and successful career, Christoph endured unimaginable personal pain. After the devastating loss of his son to suicide, he struggled with depression and grief that followed him for years. Christoph bravely spoke out about mental health, particularly within the Black community, where emotional struggles are too often silenced or stigmatized. His openness helped break down taboos and encouraged others to seek help. Though he ultimately lost his own battle, his voice continues to raise awareness and foster empathy for those silently suffering. Christoph Street John's passing forces us to ask, are we truly checking in on the mental well-being of those who bring us joy every day? And for you, what do you remember most about Christoph? Was it his powerful portrayal of Neil Winters, or the compassionate, courageous man he was off-screen? Share your thoughts and memories below as we honor a performer who gave everything to his craft, not just through his talent, but through his humanity and unspoken pain. The passing of Andre Braugher, a brilliant light on screen, has gone out. Andre Braugher, the immensely talented American actor, passed away on December 11, 2023, at the age of 61, after a brief battle with lung cancer. Born on July 1, 1962, in Chicago, Illinois, he earned a bachelor's degree in theater from Stanford University before attending the prestigious Juilliard School. Braugher's career took off with his powerful performance in the 1989 film Glory, where he portrayed a thoughtful and courageous Union soldier in the American Civil War. Over the course of more than 3 decades, Braugher captivated audiences with his commanding screen presence and versatile performances. He became widely recognized for his role as Detective Frank Pembleton in Homicide. Life on the Street, 1993 to 1999, earning him a Primetime Emmy Award in 1998. Later, he reached new heights of popularity as the no-nonsense yet hilariously deadpan Captain Raymond Holt in the hit comedy series Brooklyn Nine-Nine, 2013 to 2021, a role that endeared him to fans around the world. Braugher's passing has left an undeniable void in the entertainment industry. His Brooklyn Nine-Nine co-star Terry Crews shared his grief, stating, "I cannot believe you're gone so soon. It was an honor to know you, to work with you, to laugh with you, and to share 8 glorious years watching your incredible talent. This hurts. You left us too soon." Fellow actors, directors, and fans alike have expressed their deep sadness, remembering Braugher not only for his talent, but also for his kindness and professionalism. Andre Braugher was more than just a remarkable actor. He was a mentor, a friend, and an inspiration. His dedication to his craft and the unforgettable characters he brought to life will ensure that his legacy lives on. What are your favorite memories of Andre Braugher? How did his performances impact you? Thank you for watching and joining us in remembering the talented Black actors who left a lasting impact on Hollywood. Though they are no longer with us, their legacy lives on through the unforgettable films and characters they brought to life. If you enjoy this content, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Leave a comment to share your thoughts or suggest a figure you'd like us to feature next. Thanks, and see you in the next video.